welcome to the video. In this video I am super excited because I'm going to be doing my first test knit. I've never done one before, mostly because I haven't been chosen to do the ones that I've applied for, but yeah, I'm also super picky about the ones I apply for. I think with 2 young children, a busy life like lots of people, I don't get as much knitting time as I would like, so I'm really picky with what I do, but I'm excited about this pattern. It's a lovely basic jumper that I'm going to make for my daughter in age 3 to 4. It's got a European shoulder and a knitted rib, I think that's what you call it, stitch, which is going to be quite wide band at the bottom of the sleeves and the bottom of the jumper. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be using Knitting for Olive, combination merino and mohair, which I've never done before, and I feel like this is a super classic combo. I've never done merino and mohair together actually. Have I? Maybe I've done a hat. But yeah, not that I can remember very well, so I'm excited to try that out. This is Wild Berries colour and this is Dusty Rose, and I think it's going to be really pretty together. I've got quite a tight deadline on this. It's the 20-something of August at the minute, and it has to be all done by the 12th of September. It's a self-imposed short deadline because I wanted to finish this before I started this. Yeah, so I'm going to have to get on with it quite quick. I have got a weekend with my best friend coming up in York, and it's the first time I've had a weekend away since having children, just me and my friend and no one else. So I am super excited for that, and hopefully that will give me a good chance to do some nice knitting time as well. So join me while I make the jumper. So I am ready to head off to York for my weekend with my friend. I'm feeling excited, but this is the first time I've left my kids for 2 nights. First time I've left my youngest daughter overnight. So feeling a bit nervous about that, but it's going to be really nice. I popped a stitch marker in my work, this gold one here. I thought it would be nice to see how far I can get over the next 2 days. I do have to make some good progress, so I'm hoping I can at least finish the body. That is my aim for the next 2 days. I'm not that far with the body. There's where I've joined in the round just there. So yeah, let's see if I can finish that. My friend is also doing a test crochet, and I think she's also on a tight time schedule, so it's kind of nice that we're both in the same position. So yeah, should be a nice crafty weekend. Okay, I am almost home. I just got off the train after such a great weekend. It was so nice. As you can see, the needles are still on the body of my jumper, but I just measured it and I am ready to cast off. So I was that close to doing it. Maybe if I can count today as the rest of the day I can do it, but yeah, excited to cast off the body. So I still did loads of knitting this weekend, which is great. So it's the 9th of September. I have to have this finished by the 12th, and things are looking okay. I am quite close to finishing the second sleeve. I've just got to do this quite long knit rib stitch to finish it, and then the neckline, and it's going pretty well. I think that the sleeves to me are looking quite narrow. I would choose them. You probably can't see them very well, but you get a better video of them. Yeah, I feel like for the armhole, they're looking quite narrow. I'm sure they'll fit okay, but they're definitely more of a narrow fit, which I don't think was maybe the intention of the pattern. I think my gauge is correct, so not sure what's going on there, but we will see when it's all blocked and finished. Hopefully it turns out okay, but really enjoying it, and I'm actually surprised I'm not in more of a rush, although I don't want to get too comfortable because neck and weaving in and everything always takes longer than I think. So yeah, almost finished. So last night before bed I finished the neckline, so I was almost finished, and I think I knew that it was looking too small while I was making it, but because it was a test knit I kind of wanted to follow the instructions exactly so that I could see. Yeah, and I cast off. I didn't cast off with like a loose technique or anything, I just did it normally, but even so I still thought it looked too small, so I frogged it back straight away and I have started again. I've picked up 4 extra stitches and then I plan to cast off. I'm not sure, I don't really like a super stretchy cast off all the time because I think it may not lay nice and flat, so I think I might just try using bigger needles and see how that goes and if that's stretchy enough with the extra stitches. So yeah, here it is now. So tomorrow is the deadline. So I was going to finish in loads of time. Now I'm slightly tighter, but I think I'll be able to finish this neckline today. That should be okay. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this will be nice. I just know my kids in the past, when I've made things a little bit tight before, it completely puts them off wearing it, because when I run at them with the jumper, they're like, no, because they don't want to get their heads stuck in it. So yeah, I'm very conscious of that, and I don't want it to be at all tight. Yeah, so hopefully this fixes it. But I guess that's part of the fun of doing a test knit. So I have finished the jumper. Here it is. I did finish it on time. I did finish it on the day in the end, because I redid the neck and I did it a centimetre shorter, added 4 stitches, and did a Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off. And actually, admittedly, I think the combination of those 3 things has made it a bit too loose this time, but I didn't want to redo it. Not too loose, but definitely kind of on the bigger side. So I've actually threaded some elastic through it just so it will hold its shape when it's on, but it should be super wearable now. It's actually super big on my daughter. She's only 2 and a bit, and this is age 3 to 4, so it's actually got a lot of growing room in. So I might try and get it on her, but it really is quite a lot too big for her at the minute. It would probably fit my son, to be honest, at the minute, who's 4. So yeah, but there it is. The yarn is lovely. It's super soft and nice. Really enjoyed working with that, and the pattern I did enjoy. I think I had a couple of issues with the neck, but if I had done the really stretchy bind off to begin with, maybe it would have been okay, and maybe that's my fault. Who knows? I'm not sure. But I don't like tight necks on my kids hate tight neck things, so I had to make sure that that was going to be good and easy for them to wear. So yeah, there it is. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.